games. Game starting. There are also some people on Twitter saying like these the Twitter campaign literally reminded them that the game is being made because they forgot about the game, and then they're more interested in the game. Why are you having some negative impact attitude towards your coffee? Hmm. 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 Oh, I have to change a lot of things for a second. Um.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Huh.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core, still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Tales of beetles and bugs.
Chores aren't so bad.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. He must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quick. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
They don't seem to care for me in Hogsmeade.
I had a novel when I was younger.
Revelio.
Let's finish this job and be done. Wasting time, is it? What? Everyone in Upper Hogsmeade shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so. When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hog's Head. Or perhaps I'll just...
Petrificus totalis.
dinner right here.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Pagan Tig a visit.
I've had enough of that. You're going. Can't hold out forever.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Over the honors.
Paid for your deed. What are your faults, John?
Electus for the honors.
Stop that right there.
Leviosa.
That all you got? Might want to look up. Expulsor!
Confringo.
Expulsors! Make it stop!
Revelio.
Oh!
Imperio.
An aversion to
Revelio.
the dog. How dare you?
Petrificus totalis.
Expulso! Expulso! Confronto! Inspiration!
Revelio.
Hey!
Revelio. Levioso. Descendo.
Is that the best you can do?
Expulso! Ready to scurry back to Hogwarts!
I'm just warming up.
Confringo. Crucible.
The brain! Look what you've done! You pipe-head.
Revelio.
Hello, Ronak.
What are your thoughts on electricity?
Expelliarmus.
Now you've gone too far. Might want to look up.
Confringo.
Expulso! Expulso!
Stupefy. Descendo.
Okay, these guys are annoying.
Revelio.
Really, that suit section?
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Okay.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
So I just need to find Natty now.
Revelio.
Okay.
Confringo. Descendo. Natty must be here somewhere.
देखते हैं कहाँ पे है Natty. go.
You found us.
Revelio.
I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Aloha Mora.
Okay. Isco Rabe's wand. Alright.
Revelio.
There's one more chest over there. I will collect it later on.
I need your help. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Okay. Standing back. Okay. Normally opened. Doesn't matter if I stand back or not. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
What is he going to... Oh, he just...
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must...
Well, he just vanished out of thin air. Can you tell me how the God of War game is? It's a really good game. It's basically like, what to say? It's more of like the, you know, having Dark Souls. It's not Souls-like, but it's like that, like one or more like epic boss battles like that. You'll have to fight bosses and stuff. And I've heard a lot of puzzles and stuff as well. I haven't played it myself, but it's a really good game. Very good story, very good character progression and everything. So if you can play it, I highly recommend it. It is a good game. One of the best games out there. I myself am planning to play the game. Like next, whatever sale comes, if the game goes on like really good discount, I will buy that game and play it. So
Revelio.
where is the way forward? Up. I think. Yes. And also it's like you are going to enjoy the story as well. It's like the Greek gods and then the other gods and stuff, so you're going to enjoy it, like Valhalla basically.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, Please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Oh no, this girl is again going to go into trouble. Well, she had it coming. Her mother told her not to go do that, but she did it. Okay. Look at our map. Oh. It could be classroom. I like how the missions are like separated out here. If you go to quests, they're like, this is the main story quest, then there are the side story assignments that your professor gives you. Completing these gives you like abilities upgrade, like you learn new abilities. Then there are relationship quests with all the students of yours, like with your fellow students and stuff. And then there's side quests. Everything about this game feels really good. So I have one unidentified item and I'll take it later on. Okay. Alright. So pumpkins. Okay. Let's not think about that. God of War stream जरूर करेंगे, लेकिन before that I need to buy the game. I do not have the game. I'm waiting for a summer sale or some kind of sale to happen before I buy the game. Like it's unless there's good discount on it, it's really pricey. So I'm going to wait for the discount and then buy the game. इस गेम के बाद हम वो करेंगे विचर 3.
Oh good, you're safe.
And once I get God of War, I am going to do that after that. But I don't have it yet.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers.
Alright, बोलूँ
And now
ज़रूर बोलूँगा.
another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
ज़रूर,
Poachers
no problem.
refused to leave empty-handed.
जब खरीदेंगे आपको डिस्काउंट
So they took
डिस्काउंट में आपको
valuable
बोल देंगे.
journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction.
Interesting.
In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Lay in the moonlight. Okay.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Okay. Are there any some more side quests I have not tracked yet? Let me check. Okay, there's one side quest I got from here. None here. Okay. No more side quest here. Okay, good. So I got one more side quest. Betting occurs. Samantha dealt a problem with brother William. I thought you can help her. Okay, let's go. So it's over here. I have a fast tab right in front of there. Perfect.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
There she is.
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. The one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time,
Fall Guys खेला था बहुत पसंद बहुत अच्छा लगा लेकिन कोई नहीं है मेरे साथ खेलने के लिए प्रॉब्लम यही है
He went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof, his feet transfigured into beets.
मैं like I want to play with some friends basically पर कोई खेलना नहीं चाहता है वो गेम so क्या करें मेरा इंस्टॉल भी था हाँ खेल सकते हैं कोई दिक्कत नहीं no problem.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work in charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
क्या मुझे फ्रेंड मानते हो तो मेरे साथ ज़रूर खेलना हाँ भाई कोई मैंने बोला ना कोई दिक्कत नहीं है मैं रिक्वेस्ट पे कुछ दिन समय दो, फिर जब ये थोड़ा हॉगवर्ट्स का थीम सब थोड़ा ऑलमोस्ट हो जाएगा, उसके बाद हम खेलेंगे। लाइक जब तुम और मेरे को इस हफ्ते ये हफ्ते छोड़ो, अगले हफ्ते अगर तुम्हारे पास टाइम होगा तो मेरे को बोलना, हम इंटर कर लेंगे गेम को। नो वरीज।
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Okay.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
Okay.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough.
Abandoned for centuries.
Thank
Yeah.
you for your help.
Something
My
is
family is
telling me
indebted to you.
it's just going to be spiders and skeletons over there. So, yeah, simple task. Okay. Extremely simple task.
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Potato! Stupid one!
$700 away. Let's go.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here.
Okay.
Looked rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
I did not stop you now either. Let's go. Dale family tomb. Okay.
Well, my feet didn't turn into beets. That's a good start.
What is going on under the ground? Okay. Please no spiders. Anything but spiders.
Confringo! Revelio.
Okay.
Lumos. Should have known a herbologist would use devil's snare. Revelio.
Let me retrace my steps back a bit.
Lumos. Revelio.
What are you? Nothing. Oh.
Lumos. Confringo. Revelio.
Okay. There are spiders and there's a troll. Okay. Yep. Everything is safe down here. Nobody has come here for centuries. Yes. Somebody told me.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
So
Lumos.
Devil Snare, please get off.
A troll? You can't be serious.
Oh my. And it's level 28. Let me do the sneak attack first, so that we can take some health out of him.
Yes, Totalis.
Okay.
Protego. Confringo. Crucial. Stupid. Confringo. Descendo. Stupid. Confringo. Crucial. Protego. Stupid. Confringo. Stupid one. Protego. Confringo.
Took
Rest
no,
easy, my large friend.
took no damage from him. 0 damage.
Revelio.
That was fun. Okay.
Well, Marmaduke certainly left behind more than plants.
Yep, he left a lot of small stuff behind. That will be helpful for me.
Revelio.
So, okay. So here
A
is
sarcophagus. This must be Marmaduke.
Okay.
That
Place it.
should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Okay. Now let me just get out of here, and my mission will be done. Okay. I really want to learn the Bombarder spell and the that one, the freezing spell, Glacius. That's going to help a lot.
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned.
Hey, Ronak, are you here still?
Reverses the curse.
Oh, Dark Spell best? Oh, yeah, I agree. Krush, Avada Kedavra is one of my favorite spells that hopefully I will get. So, okay, Ronak, about the Fall Guys. मेरा एक और दोस्त जो तुमको पता है जिसके बाद बोल रहे हैं आई एम डीडस, वो भी खेल सकते हैं हमारे साथ उसको. सो हम लोग 3 लोग हो जाएंगे एक साथ अगर तुम खेलोगे. बहुत ही फन गेम है, सो कोई दिक्कत भी नहीं है खेलने में. यप, और मेरा 3 लोग हो गया. मेरा एक और दोस्त था, अगर वो भी खेलेंगे तो 4 लोग हो जाएगा. देखते हैं हम. तुमने जैसा हम लोगों ने फॉल गाइस से छोड़ दिया क्योंकि कोई खेल नहीं रहा था. तुम जब खेलोगे बोल रहे हो तो बाकी लोगों को बोलेंगे, मेरे बाकी दोस्त को बोलेंगे, फिर हम लोग एक साथ खेल पाएंगे. हम लोग देखते हैं क्या होता है. उन लोगों से बात करने दो, अगर वो खेलेगा तो हम लोग 4 लोग हो जाएंगे एक साथ.
Is everything all right?
If the Hamlet sent you here to talk to me about... I know what I have to do. It's not every day a girl has to put down her own troll. I should be allowed to work up to it.
What do you mean, your own troll?
I thought that's why you were here. I'm sorry. I suppose if you spend enough time with trolls, you forget your manners. I'm Alexandra. I didn't mean to be short with you. With Ranrock's lot seemingly everywhere, I thought the hamlet could use a bit more security. But my plan has gone awry. I apologised when he almost trampled half the hamlet yesterday. He just needs more time. But everyone wants him gone. They think it's mad, my training a troll. Impossible, even.
It certainly takes a lot of courage to try, I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I wish others felt the same. But I suppose I understand why everyone's been so concerned. What made me think I could train him? I should have learned from Barnabas the Balmy. But he's my troll and my problem. I'll be honest. I'm afraid I won't be able to take care of him. He's stronger than any troll I've ever encountered. I wish I knew someone else who could do it.
What exactly were you training the troll to do?
I was hoping to train him to serve as protection for us. Frankly, I struggled to teach him even a word or two. Couldn't give him even a semblance of self-control.
Who's Barnabas the Balmy?
Surely you've seen the tapestry of him at Hogwarts. It hangs in the 7th floor corridor. He allegedly tried to train trolls for the ballet. You can imagine how that turned out.
Train trolls for the ballet, huh?
I'm not thrilled at the prospect, but I'll consider it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to suggest that you should do it. In fact, you should avoid the area just southwest of here. At least until I work up the courage to do what needs to be done.
Okay.
A troll on the loose near a hamlet. That could be devastating. I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Hello, might you have time to help with an urgent delivery?
You sound as if you could use some help.
Oh yes, I could. Eddie Thistlewood's the name. A dear friend of mine in Feldcroft is at his wit's end due to the relentless attacks on his hamlet by Ranrock and his loyalists. I sent 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages to help, but they've gone missing.
Good idea. Those cabbages are nothing to be trifled with.
My thoughts precisely. You see, I know plants, and I believe the goblins will be so irritated by the onslaught of ferocious vegetation, they will simply leave Feldcroft alone. I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard Indiai. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
Why would the goblins target Feldcroft?
My friend Bernard says they've been seen in the area for a while. He seems to think they're looking for something, but lately they've become more aggressive.
Could you not grow or buy more Chinese chomping cabbages?
I suppose I could, but that would take time. Time we do not have, what with Ranrock's thugs posing new threats every day. Besides, it's the principle of the matter. I grew those cabbages, and they are extraordinary.
Any idea where I might find the crates?
Yes. From what I hear, one was spotted south of Feldcroft. The other, so I hear, is south of Brockborough, near the river.
Okay.
Very well, sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
All right. May I see your words?
What do you have for sale?
I'm convinced that Feldcroft will be much safer with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them. That ought to serve you nicely.
Sounds like Feldcroft's in trouble. Perhaps I should try to help.
I'll be able to put that to good use.
So this is definitely going to be a downgrade. Okay.
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio.
Okay. Enchanted Scarecrow. Nice.